Well, hello and happy Wednesday. We look like we're up to March 24th already. So we are really rolling through March, and April is right around the corner. So get ready for that. We've got Easter week next week, right? Well, we're going to talk about what's trending for this week. And this week we found out about Clover the super dog, and then we went over and looked at the dogs of Instagram. Then I found out about a Virginia Beach sneaker that we're going to talk about, the 70-20 rule. Gally did really good on Fiverr, some UFO theories. Found another superfood, maybe. And then we've learned about toilet invading iguanas. And then found another high dollar NFT out there to talk to you about. So we're going to get right into it. Let me go ahead and back out of this for you so you can see the full screen. We're going to start out with Clover the super dog, because this dog saved the owner who had a seizure during a walk by blocking road and stopping cars for help. This is a pretty amazing story. It was all caught on a neighbor's camera out on their front porch. So that's how they found out about this. But this dog, the owner had a seizure, and the dog immediately, backed out into the street, kept his eye on the owner, and backed out in the street. And this van stopped, and Dryden Oatway, who was driving the van down the street, exited and assisted Haley, who was the owner, while Clover was still watching. And Clover, kept his distance, but he still kept on backing up and actually stopped another truck to come help. So just wanted to make sure that that the owner got help. So pretty amazing. I guess you never really know what your dogs are going to do. I don't really know that mine would save me, but maybe she would. But anyway, kudos to Clover for out there and doing this great thing. I mean, even later, I think Clover went to track down the rest of Haley's family to alert them to the situation. So maybe Clover, here you said St. Patty's Day last week. Maybe Clover just got inspired, but maybe we need to change Clover's name to Lassie. I don't know, but congratulations and kudos to Clover and to Haley for having such an awesome dog. But speaking of awesome dogs, I was looking through found the 36 dogs of Instagram out here. I thought I'd share a few of these with you. It says here we can learn a few lessons with these 36 pups about letting loose. And of course, this dog, obviously, like it says, is the life of the party. But I kind of got a kick out of this, what these dogs would put up with some of these owners do to them. But that's looking good. Now, check this one out. Oh, my God. Sniffany and Company. This dog. Oh man, I tell you what, she's all set up, isn't she? Then you got just some regular ones just hanging out. You got a corgi hanging out at the beach. Look at these two in their fashion statement. Can you imagine? I don't know what these dogs are thinking, but I don't know what the owners are thinking. But 1.4 million followers on this one here for these dogs. But then you got one like me just going to take a nap, But and then you got little dots in it. Got Christmas present. Here's one all got pajamas on. Just snoozing away. Of course, having some fun in the pool. This is all crunched up with his owner there. Then you got the happy birthday pups out here, and I apologize for all you guys on the podcast that can't see this. You got to get out and see this on BuzzFeed. Little guy that's hiking. And this one, it doesn't even look real, right? This looks like a stuffed animal or something eating an ice cream cone. That's a cute one there. This guy's snoozing. Says here, this guy's dreaming about more puppuccinos. So I guess Starbucks has a new drink there for dogs as well. There's a little flower child here from the 70s, I guess. And then these two mocking the Lady and the Tramp eating the spaghetti. That's kind of interesting how they get them to even do that. There's my guy, the pup that had late night fast food run for sure. So he got all the McDonald's fries and fell asleep. Love to get a couple of them eating some ice cream, probably down to sunny Florida. There's another one hanging 10. Well, yeah, I guess he's hanging 20. But tactical Frenchie. And then this one, I had to take double take on this, and I still don't know what's going on with this one, but hanging out at the beach. And then you get down here that just hanging out and stuff. And here's a couple of them camping. There's no one down there at the end. I want to show you a couple of them. Here's one of them Mercedes Benz. That's not a bad little pup there. Another one at a bar drinking some beer. Another one the corgi here, and there's one eating popcorn. And then it's a Bernese Mountain Dog on the beach. So I guess he got lost. Look at this! Look at this dinner this guy's getting, man. He's got look like a sardine in there, some fruit. I mean, I don't know. I can go over there eat with those folks. I guess feed their dog pretty good. There's another one going for the bar. So the dog knows what's going on. And these two guys just out getting dirty. You know, that's what I end up putting up with is what they look like when they come back in. This one's all dressed up and ready to go somewhere. Then this one just chilled out on Ben and Jerry's here, and then got a little doggone postal here, and then got the bat dog at the end, and then one more of this hammock life down here. Guy just having a good. That's me at the campsite, just hanging out. But it's interesting what we'll do for our dogs, but what you'll do to them, I guess. But anyway, if you have a dog, celebrate them, I guess, and hopefully one, like Clover, will save you one of these days. All right. Well, speaking of the dogs at the beach, we hope this isn't a dog. Here's a Kenny Jones, who entered a contest for Nike to develop a new sneaker. He lives there in Chesapeake, Virginia, near Virginia Beach, and he got inspired, and he designed this sneaker. It looks pretty good. You got the design down here, and all the stuff down here of what it is. And you can see that it's the shoe features a wave design in tan for the beach sand, and it's got the trident on the back of it, which is big down here in Virginia Beach. The insole includes a welcome sign, as well as our infamous no cursing sign down here, and no skateboarding sign on the soles there. So pretty cool design. Got it all in there, I think. He is with the Coast Guard, so he did some of the colors to mock Coast Guard and Navy colors things, because this is real popular down here in the beach area. But he's made it to the second round, so good luck to you, but I hope it keeps going for you. But he's really been getting some good hits. I think he got sit down here like 35,000. 201,000 likes on Twitter and 35,000 Instagram likes. So if you like it, go up there and find it and like it. Maybe this guy will actually get the winning sneaker, and we'll have a Virginia Beach Nike sneaker hanging around somewhere here. I don't know what the other cities are, but this one was local, so I figured I'd pick that one up. All right. Well, he was obviously went in there and did some good things. And I was looking at this Inc. article, and I was also reading a thing today. I'm not on the share, am I? Let me hold on. Y'all aren't even seeing this. What happened to share screen here? I think I backed the wrong thing out. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Oh, I know what I did. I stopped the share. Okay. Well, hopefully you heard the thing about the Nike. I think I just shared it, but I stopped the share. So you're watching me read the articles here. But talk about 7-20-10 rule. And talking about aiming to do more will generally get you further than aiming to do excellent work. And it's kind of neat because I was reading in Failing Forward, which is the book I'm reading right now. And it was talking about a study where a teacher had actually in an art class with people doing pottery, and that's what this gal's doing right here, actually. But he had two going to grade the class. He split them down the middle, and half of them he was just going to grade on simply the amount of work they did, and then the other he was going to grade on the quality of the work. So the amount is just going to weigh them, and how much, whoever had the most weight was how much you get graded, and then the other one was just on perfection. And he found out that the people that actually did the most quantity actually had the best product. Because the ones that were just aiming for perfection, they spent so much time in theory that they never got anything done. And so they just had like nothing, little pieces of clay hanging around, and never even made anything with them. And this study is kind of the same thing. The fact that, if you produce a lot of work, then it's going to lead you to the path to get closer to your personal best. And so he's talking here about the theory of the pot and all this kind of good stuff. But he talked down here about 70% of your work will be mediocre. 20% will suck, And 10% will be amazing. And of course, what you're trying to get to is a 10%, but you're never going to get to the 10% if you don't get through the other 90. So just hang in there. That's the whole thing here. But it says that these percentages hold steady no matter what level you're working at. You're amazing. Might not be the same standard as world-class performer, but even world-class performers only reach their high bar about 10% of the time. So just keep going. It said here that Quincy Jones said that Michael Jackson has went through 800 songs to get to 9 on Thriller, which they think is probably grossly exaggerated. But that kind of just lets you know that the bottom line is it's not quantity or quality. It's the fact that quantity breeds quality. So you just got to get out there and just fail early, fail often, but always fail forward, and then you'll hit your 10%, and you'll probably get your personal best. All right, well, let's look at a gal who kind of got her personal best. This is a 28-year-old who earned $378,000 a year last year on Fiverr. I don't know what the whole thing about her buying her car is, but that's kind of interesting. But the part I got of it was this gal used to make like 36 grand a year. And then, of course, last year during COVID, she started working on Fiverr. And if you guys haven't heard of Fiverr, it's like a freelancer type of site where you can just have people do stuff for you. And she went out there and she does freelance writing. And there she is, with her new Jeep that she bought paid cash for. She moved out of New York. She's in Florida now. But yeah, she made 378 grand. On Fiverr. So everybody out there whining, moaning, and groaning about, losing their jobs, this, that, and the other, or can't get anything, need all this public assistance and stuff. Well, this gal, she went out there and she just said, hey, I'll go out there, I'll do ghostwriting on Fiverr, and made $378,000 last year, just writing ebooks and things for people. But kudos to her. In fact, she's making 36 grand a year. Well, last year, May 2020, she actually made 36 grand in 1 year. So some of you looking for something to do, and you're still out of work, maybe hop up on Fiverr. You probably got a skill that you can put in there and make some money. I know that I have a lot of folks out there that I use in Fiverr that help me out. So it really is a good thing if you're on which side of it you're on, the one doing the work or the one trying to get some work done. So check that out. But kudos to her for getting out there and making it happen. Okay, and then we got UFO stuff back in the news, and I guess it's because they just released a bunch of stuff out of the Black Vault because of freedom of information. But this Pentagon program chief actually outlined, the theories. It's amazing that after all these years that there's still got theories out there. And of course, some of the big things were the physics, how they just defy quantum physics, and they're saying, well, they may not actually defy quantum physics, but they certainly defy our or what we think about quantum physics. But yeah, talk about the 5 characteristics of them and all the kind of stuff that's going on. But he said that several theories are out there. Of course, the first one purports that we've actually got secret U.S. technology that we're doing it out there. But then he said that would make much sense, because that would mean we'd have a total lack of communication between government agencies, which I don't know how debunked that theory is. But second theory is obviously that there's foreign adversarial technology. And of course, we would never want to admit this, because that'd be a huge intelligence failure on our side. So we don't know what that is. And of course, the third theory is that it's alien technology. We just don't know who it is out there. So after all these years, they still don't know, who's doing it. But he did say that there are some unique characteristics that they found. One is instantaneous acceleration, hypersonic velocity, low observability, transmedium travel, which is the ability to operate in various environments, and positive lift, in which you have vehicles that can fly without the apparent need for control, surface wings, or even engines. So kind of interesting. This is the guy here that's telling it all, but he's just saying it's kind of crazy. They're just calling them vehicles. They don't know what's going on. But if you want to get out there, you can now access it. You can download it at the Black Vault, but they've got all kinds of stuff on there. So if you're into that, check it out. But kind of interesting stuff that after all these years, UFOs are still like We don't know what they are. We got a rover on Mars, but we don't know what these things are flying in our own skies. But all right, what about another superfood? I don't know about this. This is moringa. I don't know if you've heard about it or not, but I thought I'd put it out there in case it comes up in conversation. You won't be one out there going, "What in the heck is moringa?" But it's another superfood out there, and I think it mainly comes in powders and things, but people put it in teas and things. It comes from a native of the Himalayan foothills, so it sprawls across India, Pakistan, and Nepal. And again, here's a picture of it. And what they do is just kind of churn that up into a powder. I guess some may put the leaves in there and do the tea with it. And of course, all these type of nutrition stuff, but they really don't have can't make any claims, but they talk about, it could have some antioxidant help to rid the body of free radicals or curb malnutrition, lower cholesterol, regulate blood sugar, or even in lab tests, stop some cancer growing cells. But I found a highlight down here. One of these is an important thing to note is it's pretty safe for most people at reasonable doses. So I don't know. You got a superfood that's pretty safe for most people. I don't know if I'm going to be, and I'm certainly not advocating that you go out and get it, but just in case it comes up, of course, everyone wants to talk about weight loss every time we get something out there. But anyway, there's moringa. If you need another superfood in your life, this might be the one for you, but just keep caution because, again, it's pretty safe for most people, according to that report. Now, something that's not pretty safe for most people are these dadgum toilet invading iguanas down in Florida. Let me get rid of all these pop-ups. But they are now banned in Florida. So they got all these iguanas down there. Of course, there's a lot of distraught people down there because the exotics are just going nuts down there, especially the pythons and the lizards. And so they want the trade in breeding to stop down there because it's getting kind of ridiculous. And it kind of is. I mean, these things are pretty big, but and some people, at least one lady says, it's just going to ruin her life. It says, if you take them away, it's going to really mess her up. Well, I don't know. If you need iguanas and pythons to be happy, you might be messed up already. But anyway, I didn't know that these things got so doggone big. I was looking down here, and it says that they obviously multiplied in Florida to such a degree that they were first spotted in the 1960s, and now they're environmental hazard because they puncture seawalls, tear up sidewalks, and of course carry salmonella. But it says an animal once prized as an exotic curiosity is now widely decried as a pest. The iguanas hang out on roofs, dig under houses, and the horror of the homeowners can crawl into sewers only to emerge thrashing around in the toilet bowl. So can you imagine going in there to take care of business and you're going to go on and thrash around your toilet bowl? But it says that some of these guys can get up to 5 foot and 17 pounds. So I would want to see a 5 foot 17 pounder in my toilet bowl for sure. But it says that if they're on your property, no hunting license is required. You can just take them out. So I don't know if you're an iguana, you better get out of Florida. But there you go. That's an amazing story. These guys, I didn't know they got into the toilet. I know I've seen snakes get into it, but not iguanas. But pretty crazy stuff. All right, let's talk about another NFT that made it big. This time, Twitter boss Jack Dorsey's first tweet. First one ever. It sold for $2.9 million as a non-fungible token. Of course, we've been talking about these things for a couple of weeks now. It just amazes me still that people do this. But I'm going to save you guys $2.9 million because here it is. Here's the digital representation of this thing that some guy bought for $2.9 million, where he says, just setting up my Twitter. So there you go. I don't know. It's certainly not 69 million for that picture we showed last week, but 2.9 million for the original Twitter. I don't know, but there is some good news on this one. Actually, Dorsey is going to donate it once it's all converted and everything, because the guy bought it with Ether, which is a cryptocurrency. Once it's all converted and everything, he says he is going to donate the proceeds into Bitcoin and donate them to people impacted by COVID-19 in Africa. So he is going to do some good with it. So it's not just a cash grab on his part, but just amazing to me that someone would pay 2.9 million. Of course, he might be able to convert that to saying it was a charitable contribution at this point. But anyway, kind of interesting stuff for this week. Okay, well, what did we learn? Well, doggone, I mean, never underestimate the power of the pet, right? Here you got Clover out here saving people, and thank goodness that people didn't run over Clover, and they actually got the owner taken care of. So there you go. Uh, uh, the other one about just taking care of your dogs and having fun with them. I mean, they just, I guess if you they'll put up with it. And you can put them on Instagram, get them and get you some likes out there. uh, Sneaker guy, just hey, creativity. I mean, that is what makes the world go round. That and pop-ups apparently. But yeah, welcome to Virginia Beach and good luck to you, Kenny. I hope that you pull this thing off. I know he's made a couple of rounds through, so we'll see what goes on. 70-20 rule. Remember, just hang in there. I mean, it's not a matter. I mean, dadgum, you're certainly not gonna hit jackpot every time you do something, but just hang in there because again, most of the time, it's just getting it done and just working on it and just fail forward and learn from your mistakes. The only time you really fail is when you don't learn from your mistakes. If you just keep doing the same stupid stuff every time. But follow the 70-20-10 rule, and you'll end up getting your best work. And that best work might be on something like Fiverr. Yeah, and just be creative. I mean, this gal, she went out there and says, "Hey, I'm gonna give us a shot." And look what she did. She did really well for herself. So congratulations. And for all you UFO guys out there guys and gals wanting to figure all this stuff out, well, there's a new report for you. So get out there and you can start a whole new thing on that. But I guess it is pretty interesting. I don't know that they don't even know what it is, or else they're just not telling us what they know. But another whole nother theory there, right? Superfoods, just again, there's always something coming up, but be careful with them. I mean, I don't know if it's a good one or not, but just want to let you know it's out there. And then certainly, if you're in Florida, raise that lid for you guys and look around before you sit down, because those iguanas, they could get you real quick. And then if you got something out there that you just want to sell for like an outrageous amount of money, just put it up on an NFT auction site and see if you can't get you several $1,000,000. I've got some things right here. I'm gonna take a picture of, see if I can get some money on NFT. It's getting interesting. But anyway, that is it for today. I apologize for the little glitch there, man. Trying to make where you can see it better. But you guys have a great Wednesday. We're gonna roll into Thrive Thursday tomorrow. So got some good stuff on Thrive, and then Friday we've got another little series going. What is this time? Oh, it's Failure Is Not. Talk a little bit about the 70-20-10 rule. We're going to talk about what failure is not this week on Friday for your Finish Strong Friday. So anyway, have a great rest of the day and keep moving in the direction of your dreams. And we will talk to you later. Have a good one.